What happens when undercover owner walks into his own restaurant, shocked when waiter refused to serve him? Let's dive to see. Travis Reed was known as a kind and hardworking man. He built his restaurant, the Hearthstone, from nothing. Every brick and table told a story of sweat and hope. Travis believed in fairness and respect. He always thought that every guest should be treated with care and every employee should feel proud. His quiet smile and steady hands showed the strength of his heart. On a bright autumn day, Travis decided he needed to see what was happening inside his restaurant when he was not in charge. He dressed in plain clothes and went out as any other guest. His heart beat with excitement and a hint of worry. He wondered if his employees still followed the spirit he had taught them. With simple steps and calm eyes, Travis walked through the door of the Hearthstone without anyone knowing his secret. At first, everything looked the same. The walls, the soft light, and the smell of fresh food created a warm feeling in the room. Travis took a seat at a table in the center, hoping to blend in. He listened to the gentle chatter and the quiet clinking of cutlery. Soon, a waiter named Logan approached him. Logan was known for his quick smile and careful manner. But on that day, something was different in his tone. Logan paused before speaking. He looked at Travis with eyes that held a mix of sadness and anger. When Travis asked for the day's special, Logan hesitated and said in a low, measured voice, "I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot serve you today." The words struck Travis like a cold gust of wind. He felt a deep, unexpected shock. How could a guest, anyone, be refused service in his own restaurant? Travis's heart sank. He wondered if this was a mistake or if his presence was the reason. With a calm but heavy voice, he asked, "Is there a problem?" Logan lowered his eyes. There was no explanation at first. The silence grew as the other guests looked around with curiosity. In that moment, Travis realized that his journey undercover was not going as planned. After a few long minutes, Logan walked away, leaving Travis with more questions than answers. Travis decided he would not leave until he understood what had happened. He quietly called for Marcus, the restaurant's manager, who was known for his thoughtful and steady nature. Marcus approached with concern written on his face. "Sir, is everything all right?" he asked. Travis replied softly, "I need to know why Logan refused to serve me." Marcus's face became somber. He admitted that he had heard murmurs from the staff about a growing tension. For several weeks, a quiet mood had taken over. Logan had been upset for a long time, feeling that his hard work was not seen or heard by Travis. There was a sense of injustice among some of the workers who felt their efforts were taken for granted. Marcus promised to speak with Logan, but said he had not yet learned the full story. As the evening passed, Travis watched from a distance. His mind replayed the incident over and over. When the kitchen began to close for the night, Travis decided to follow Marcus to see if he could learn more. In a quiet corner of the restaurant, Marcus finally confided in Travis. "I believe someone from outside has been trying to break the harmony in this place," Marcus said quietly. "There are hints that a rival investor, a man named Devin Cole, has been trying to stir up trouble behind the scenes." Travis listened closely. He remembered that he had invited a few investors years ago, and one of them, Devin, had left under uneasy circumstances. It seemed that Devin might still harbor a desire to see Travis fail. Marcus explained that he had heard strange conversations among the staff. There were signs that Devin had been speaking to some of the employees, promising them better treatment and more recognition if they joined his cause. The idea was simple: create a division within the restaurant so that the quality of service would drop and Travis's business would suffer. Travis felt a mix of anger and sorrow. His heart ached at the thought that someone he once trusted could try to harm his dream. "I built this place with my own two hands," he murmured. "I believe in honesty and respect. I never thought that someone would try to tear that away from me." Marcus nodded, adding, "Sometimes even in the places we feel most safe, there can be hidden cracks. We must fix them with truth and understanding." With these words, Travis decided that the waiter's refusal was not merely an act of personal hurt, but part of a larger plan. He needed to confront the issue head-on. His mind was clear now. He would speak to Logan directly, but not with anger, instead with compassion. He approached Logan, who was busy cleaning tables after the guests had left. "Logan, can we talk?" Travis asked softly. The waiter hesitated, then nodded and followed Travis to a quiet room behind the restaurant. In that small space, the air was thick with tension. Travis looked at Logan, his eyes full of gentle resolve, and said, "I want to understand your pain. Please tell me what you feel." At first, Logan's voice was quiet. He explained that he had worked for the Hearthstone for many years. He had given his best, but lately he felt unseen and unheard. He had worked long hours, dealing with difficult customers and making sure that every dish left the kitchen perfectly made. Yet, in his heart, he felt that his dedication was met with indifference. Every day he hoped for a kind word, a small gesture of thanks from his boss, but he got none. Logan's words spilled out slowly, like water from a leaky tap. He said, "I felt like I was just a number, a worker. I felt that no one cared about me, not even you, sir." His voice shook with a mix of anger and sorrow. Travis listened, his heart heavy with regret. He realized that in his constant struggle to keep the restaurant running, he had forgotten to look after the people who made it run. Logan's refusal to serve him had been a cry for help, a dramatic way of showing that he had reached his breaking point. Travis's eyes filled with tears as he said, "I am truly sorry, Logan. I never meant for you to feel this way. I want to make things right." In that moment, both men felt the weight of truth and the promise of a new beginning. In the days that followed, Travis called a meeting with all the staff. The room was silent as he spoke, his voice steady and filled with emotion. "I have heard your voices, even when they were not loud. I see now that each of you is part of the heart of this place. We must work together to mend what has been broken." His words were simple but full of hope. Remember, a restaurant is not just about food. It is about trust, respect, and the care we show each other. During the meeting, another twist came to light. Marcus revealed that the whispers of Devin Cole were not just about causing trouble. Devin had promised better pay and a more welcoming work environment to those who were willing to join him. The staff had been tempted by these promises. The idea of change and fairness, even if it came from outside, had made them doubt the loyalty they had for the Hearthstone. Travis was hurt by this revelation, but he also felt a deep sense of responsibility. He said, "I understand that you have felt alone in your struggles. I was lost in the day-to-day of running this restaurant. I forgot that behind every plate and table, there is a person with hopes and dreams." His voice was low, and every word carried a motivational touch. "We can rebuild together. I believe that every challenge is a chance to grow stronger." Logan, still feeling the sting of betrayal and neglect, stood quietly in the back. His eyes met Travis's, and in that silent exchange, years of unspoken feelings passed between them. "I hope we can start again," Travis continued, "with honesty and respect. I want every one of you to know that you matter. Our work here is like a family, and every family needs care and understanding." Slowly, the staff began to share their own feelings. Each man spoke of moments when they had felt left alone, when the work seemed too heavy to bear without a kind word or a helping hand. The meeting turned into a time of healing. Tears were shed, but they also brought a sense of relief and the promise of better days ahead. In the days that followed the meeting, the Hearthstone began to change. Travis made small changes that spoke loudly of his renewed commitment. He took time to visit the kitchen, to check on the tables, and to speak with every employee. He listened deeply to their concerns and praised their hard work. Slowly, the old warmth returned to the restaurant, like the gentle glow of the sunrise after a long night. One evening, a few weeks later, Travis decided to visit the restaurant once more, this time openly as the owner. He entered the dining room with a humble smile and greeted each person by name. Logan approached him cautiously, but this time his voice was calm as he said, "Welcome back, Mr. Reed. I am here to serve you as always." The atmosphere was different. There was understanding and a new bond of trust that had been forged in the fires of hardship. Travis thanked Logan, saying softly, "I am happy to see you here. Your service, your words, they matter to all of us." Logan nodded, and in that simple gesture, the hurt of the past seemed to fade away. The restaurant, filled with the soft light of healing, became a place where truth had unfolded and where every man was valued. Later that night, as Travis closed the restaurant, he sat down at a quiet table and reflected on the day. He remembered a sad quote that had once touched him deeply. Sometimes the strongest hearts are the ones that have been broken and rebuilt. In that moment, he knew that the pain and misunderstandings had led to a stronger, more united team. The challenges they faced had not been in vain. They had opened the door to change and growth. Travis Reed realized that his undercover journey had revealed more than just a mistake in service. It had uncovered the hidden struggles of those who worked with him. He learned that sometimes the truth comes in unexpected ways, and that listening to others is as important as leading them. In the quiet of that night, Travis made a vow to always check on the small voices in his busy restaurant, to ensure that every man felt seen and valued. The Hearthstone went on to flourish in new ways. The lessons learned that day stayed with every man who worked there. Their unity became the heart of the restaurant, and every meal served carried with it a piece of that shared journey. The twists of betrayal and heartfelt apology became a story that was told quietly among the staff, a reminder that every challenge is a chance to rebuild stronger bonds. In the end, the restaurant was more than a business. It was a home where truth, emotion, and genuine care intertwined. Travis Reed had taken a risk by stepping into the shoes of a customer, and though the experience had been filled with shock and hurt, it also brought healing and a new beginning. His story was a reminder that leadership is not just about giving orders, but about understanding and caring for every soul that contributes to a shared dream. For those who walk a difficult path, let Travis's story be a light. Every heart deserves to be heard, every word matters, and every act of kindness can build bridges over the deepest of divides. The Hearthstone stands as a testament to the power of listening and the courage to face the truth, no matter how painful it may be. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you'd like to show some extra love, tap the 3 dots near the share button and send a super thanks.